Hi guys, welcome to The Spill and Grill.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Tashinga.
And this is where you spill the stories.
And we grill them to perfection.
Okay guys, well, Happy New Year. This is our first episode of 2026. We've been off for about a month, so we are back. We are ready to grill.
We are, definitely.
And let's hit the ground running with some speed rounds.
I love the speed rounds. They're my favorite.
They are my favorite too, actually.
Yeah, they're loads of fun.
All right, so let's get started.
I was trying to flirt with my date, so I told her she spilled some ice cream on her chin. Turns out it was a zit.
Oh.
That's awkward.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not awful. I mean, she clearly knows her zit is there, but you flat out pointed it out to her.
Yeah, that's awkward.
Honey, you need glasses.
Oh, just...
How do you confuse ice cream and a zit? And did he try to wipe it? Is that what?
Ew, that's disgusting. No, he didn't, did he? I was trying to flirt with my date, so I told her she spilled some ice cream on her chin.
But why would you say that if you didn't want to go like this, you know? Like, you know, that whole move? Like, so he was trying to touch her. Imagine he goes and he feels the bump.
Oh! I would be like, what are you doing? Don't touch me.
Yeah, and the girl must have been like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'd be like, what are you doing?
That's my zit. Don't touch my zit.
Get off.
How embarrassing for both of them.
Yeah, for both of them.
Awkward, so let's just move on. A woman turned up late, drunk, and repeatedly asked me if I was gay. I wore a shirt and a waistcoat to a cocktail bar. I have a friend like that, actually.
Really?
I have a friend that, like, he shows up, he's well-dressed, he showers, he always puts on cologne.
He showers.
Yeah, because they don't.
Yeah, no, it's
they
true.
don't always.
It's so funny.
Okay, but
It's true.
my friend is very into hygiene, so he's always, like, well put together, you know, and he always gets that. He always gets, are you gay? And he's like, but why do you think I'm gay? What about me? And people have said, it's because you smell good, your hair is done, you're very well put together. And he's like, that doesn't make me gay.
No.
Which there's nothing wrong with, by the way.
But it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, he's like, it doesn't make me gay, it makes me a gentleman.
Thank you.
But how low is our bar for straight men that when a man dresses well and smells good, we think he's gay?
That's so true. It's embarrassing, actually.
Yeah, higher the bar. No, what am I trying to say?
Raise the bar?
Raise the bar. Your date should look good. He should smell good. And what did he say? I wore a shirt and a waistcoat to a cocktail bar. That sounds amazing.
And that's so dapper. If my date turned up like that, I'd be like, when we go on our next date, I'm stepping up. I'm upgrading.
Exactly. But she was drunk and late. He said repeatedly, asked me if I was gay. So he had to repeatedly say, no, I'm
so
not
annoying.
gay. That's why I'm on this date with you.
It's so rude.
It is really rude. So don't dress like trash. Dress well, and ladies appreciate when he does.
But really appreciate. What an idiot. I can't believe that.
Absolutely.
If I heard that and I was in the same room, I'd be like, hun, I'll date him if you won't.
Right? I'll appreciate you if someone else won't.
Halfway through the date, he looks at me and goes, are you having a good time? Because your face, it looks like you aren't.
Ooh, that's kind of harsh.
It is harsh, but maybe she wasn't having a good time.
You know what? Kudos for him for checking in, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he was doing something wrong and he wanted to be upfront about it so he could fix it.
True. And to be honest, maybe she just didn't even want to be on the date.
Maybe. Or maybe it's one of those people with RBF.
Maybe. Could be.
I would love to hear more from her. Do you know what I mean? Was she having a good time? Was she not? Like, did he say it in a way, like in a jerky way, like in an ass way, or did he say it in a concerned way?
I hope concerned and sincere.
Yes.
I hope.
Me too, but in this dating world, we never know.
It's true, because for him to actually say it, I think he was really like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Maybe he was very invested in the date and she was not, so he was like...
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible that she was not having a good time.
It sounds
that
like
happens often on dates. I appreciate it unless he's doing it in an way.
Yeah, if he's being a jerk, like Sarah said, then we don't have time for that.
Okay, so this is a submission from a friend of mine. This happened to a guy friend of hers.
Okay.
He showed up to a first date, and the chick he was meeting was 8 months pregnant. They had been chatting for 2 weeks, and she never mentioned it.
Oh my God.
Right? 8 months. We've had similar stories, but
she's about to pull up.
She's about to give birth, like in the restaurant. It could happen. Her water can break on their date.
But then also I'm wondering from her perspective, is she now looking for a baby daddy? I'm just trying to understand.
I'm not sure where her head was at.
Yeah.
And it's not like they matched. Let's say like they matched on Tinder or Bumble, whatever, and then met like 2 days later. They had been chatting for 2 weeks, and she forgot to mention that she was pregnant. Ladies, think about the baby that's about to come at this point. Like,
No, maybe are they just doing it to be like, you know what, I'm gonna have a baby soon. I might as well just enjoy, especially if they're single.
I hope she's single.
These days, you just don't know. It's really scary.
It is scary. The dating world
People-
is scary.
People lie. People have stories. People have like just chat so much shit as well.
Right.
So who knows? Maybe.
Lots of talk, but no mention of the pregnancy.
Yeah, but as if like, why would you even be on an app?
But that's what I mean. Why? Why would you do that?
If any of you are pregnant out there and you're on dating apps and you're single, let us know.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know the thought process. Like, no judgment here, but I'm just curious. Homeboy wouldn't stop putting the chopsticks in his mouth, pretending to be a walrus for 30 minutes. I would have left. I would have been like, how old are we?
Yeah, you can do it for a few seconds. You have 10 seconds to walrus it, and that's it. Okay, you put the chopsticks in your mouth. We act like we're 12. It's okay. Then you take the chopsticks out of your mouth and you continue eating like an adult.
But hun, I wouldn't even be doing that on the first date. Wait till date number 4, 5, 6.
True.
Why are we
true.
doing it on date number 1?
That's true.
Imagine if your partner was doing that on the first date.
It's awkward, yeah. Unless, like, if we've been drinking and we're like already in this laughing mode, whatever,
Absolutely,
and then
absolutely.
the sushi comes, they place the what's it called, the chopsticks down.
yeah.
We're already like in a silly mood, and he
Agreed.
goes, okay, fine,
Agreed.
fine.
Agreed.
But if it's just like,
A first
hey,
date.
look what I can do.
No. Soba chopsticks, first date.
Yeah.
Sushi. No, that's not.
No, and he did it for 30 plus minutes.
I would have left. I'd
Yeah.
be like, I'm gone. Like, bye. Like,
Yeah.
play school is that way.
And then the other people at the restaurants, the wait staff
Yeah.
must have seen you.
No, absolutely. Hun, they're probably laughing behind
Oh yeah,
the counter. This is not my 12-year-old brother.
Right.
Then let's do it. Let's go to town.
sure.
This is a first date.
Act right, sir. Act
Exactly.
right.
Come correct or don't come at all. That's, no. Like, I haven't got time. Idiot.
This is another baby one.
Oh, God.
A woman showed up to a first date with a baby she claims wasn't hers. She was babysitting on a first date.
So she brings the baby. She says the baby is not hers. And this is her first date.
Yeah.
This is so bizarre.
So, okay. The way he writes it out, I think he thinks that it may or may not be hers. Like he's not 100% convinced because he says with a baby she claims wasn't actually hers. So I don't think he's convinced here. And then so if it is your kid, you shouldn't be lying about it. And if you are babysitting as the actual parent, I would be pissed that you brought my kid out on a date.
So then it must have been her.
That or she was just irresponsible and stupid.
The baby is hers.
Yeah,
100%.
maybe it looked a lot like her.
Oh my.
So, and then she's like, no, I'm just babysitting. And he's like, sure,
Exactly.
lady.
It's hers. I think it's definitely hers.
It's bad either way. You shouldn't be taking a baby on a first date. So this person's a complete stranger.
Yeah.
And you're taking a baby, whether it's yours or someone else's baby. And the person may or may not be a psycho. So why would you put that baby in that situation?
Oh my God, that's so true. That's really, you just don't know who you're sitting in front of,
Yeah.
right? That's so true. At the end of our first date, she asked me for $10 so she could get gas to get home and work the next day. No.
Come on.
I wonder how she asked. Oh, do you mind giving me $10 so I can put gas in the car and get to work? And he probably paid for dinner.
Yeah.
But how do you ask that? For
Yeah.
me, it's like if I know I'm not going to see them again and I'm not interested, bye.
But some people have no shame.
But I find that embarrassing.
I'm so embarrassed for her. Like, can
Me
you just
too.
imagine, like, we're having a good time or not, and hey, I'd like to see you again. So, I need $10 for gas because I need to get to work tomorrow.
I guess no shame in her game. And
No, she
had
definitely
nothing-
has no shame.
No, and she had nothing to lose.
Yeah, no shame or complete desperation.
So maybe she just goes on dates to get $10 to.
That's how she makes money.
Also, probably he didn't even like the date. Well, it was not going to be there was not going to be a second one.
It doesn't sound like it. Well, there's definitely not a
No.
second date now. You can't even get yourself to work. Girl, take the bus. If you can't afford gas, you gotta take the bus. I'm sorry.
True. Very, very true. I have a feeling he just said, yeah, here.
I can imagine him like
Yeah,
feeling
right?
awkward. He's been
Yes.
put on the spot.
Exactly.
She probably does this. She knows it works, right? And he was like, yeah, here you go. Like,
Yeah.
I can picture it being super. I think it's more likely that he said yes than he said no.
Me too. I don't think he said no. I think she sussed out the situation at the dinner and thought, okay, he dresses well. Maybe he drives this car. Da, 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 da. This is where he works. He's got $10 to lend me.
Oh my God. She said her marriage sometimes got in the way of her dating.
I cannot believe. So she's a serial dater while she's being married.
I need more context. Is she a serial dater? Like, is she cheating on him?
Oh,
Are they separated?
oh, true.
Are they open?
True.
But it's getting in the way of her dating.
She's fully in a marriage and her husband does not know that she's going on these dates and she's a serial dater.
I think so.
She's not getting attention at home. And she's like, F this, I'm going to do it like this. And she's online.
Yeah. But then she's being sneaky and her husband is asking her questions and then it's kind of ruining her game, right?
Absolutely.
And that's why she says, it gets in the way of my dating.
Yeah, for sure. That's
She's just-
disgusting. How many times have you heard, oh yeah, I went on a date and it's going very well and then I found out he's married with kids? Happens all the time. I don't know, like it's just weird. It's very weird.
It is weird.
I couldn't be married to someone and go on dates. I'd have to divorce the guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I would never do that. I mean, that's the point of marriage. It's a sacrament, and you've made vows.
True.
Like I said, like unless you're open, like
Yeah.
you made those vows to be committed to that person. Like, what's your deal now? You're going on dates, and you act like your marriage is like a thorn in your backside when you're trying to go on dates.
Yeah, that's very true.
That sounds. I think I feel really bad for her partner.
Me too. And
That's so sad.
I wonder where she's having these dates as well. If it's where everyone can see, as in like, you know, if you're in a small town, you wouldn't be doing this in a small town because everyone knows you.
Right.
Like, I wonder if she's really making the effort and going to different towns or she just does not give a shit.
Yeah, that's true. Like, what about if like your friends see you? What about if his friends see you?
Or
His
if
family
he
members.
sees you.
That too.
Like, if a guy was saying that to me, like, oh, always gets in the way of my marriage, I'd be like, you're married?
Right.
Ciao, you're disgusting.
I had this date with this guy. We went on a first date to a bar, and he was telling me stuff. He was a little pompous, to be honest. I didn't really like it. He was a dentist,
Oh, love that.
but he loved it too, a little bit too much. The fact that he was a dentist.
Oh,
And
in that sense.
I could tell by the way he would say it. He's like, yeah, I'm a dentist. And then he talked about his motorcycle, about how he wanted he really wanted a, what's it called? What's those motorcycles? The,
Vespa? No.
no, those big fancy, a Harley.
Harley Davidson, yeah.
So he's talking about how he wanted a Harley, but then he decided to go with a Ducati instead. And which there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that unless you come off as arrogant. That was the point. I didn't care. It was great that he had a Ducati. It's great that you could choose between motorcycles, right?
Yeah.
Like fantastic. Good for you. You're doing well in life.
It's a nice problem to have.
Exactly. But don't be cocky. Don't be an about it. It was just the way he was coming off about it. And then he tells me that he's got two places. He's got condo in the city
Nice.
and then a house like outside of the city.
Nice.
And I don't remember what it was about the way he was saying it, but it sounded really weird. Something was off, but I don't remember what it was.
Oh, okay.
And I was telling a guy friend the next day about it, and I was like, you know, he's nice, he's successful. He adopted a cat in Nicaragua. Like I'm like, I like that about him. And I'm like, but he was a little like there was something off. And then I told him about the house thing, and then I see my friend like freeze, and I can see the wheels in his head turning, and he's like, Sarah.
That guy's married.
That's why he has two houses. The house is where the wife lives, and where he takes the girls is the apartment in the city.
Stop! Do you think so?
I'll never really know.
It makes sense.
But it does.
Yeah, but also people can have multiple properties.
They can, especially a guy who can afford it.
Absolutely.
So I don't know.
Oh no, now he's put that in my head.
The audacity of some people and the fact that they have no emotional intelligence, right?
Yes.
And like, if this guy actually had a wife and even maybe a family, like back in the bigger house, like, don't go on fucking dates.
I agree with you.
Don't be meeting women on Bumble,
Hun, if we knew each other, I would have been like, Sarah, we're going to the house.
right?
I would have just been curious and I would have been like, hi, I'm selling lemons.
Right?
Who are you?
Exactly. I was thinking, I'm like, how do I figure this out, you know? So I was thinking of Googling his name. I would get his practice, right?
Nice.
Calling, talking to the receptionist, and saying something like, what kind of hours does the doctor work? And then if she says like weird hours, I'd be like, oh, doesn't his wife mind that? Because the receptionist would know.
No.
If
Ooh, smart.
but I never ended up doing it. But yeah, so I'll never know.
No, we'll never know. But oh my god, we could have done some serious
I know.
investigation.
I should have put my like, you know, FBI skills to work.
Yeah, like Dora.
Let's see if he's married or not. Even if he wasn't married, he was so cocky and so arrogant. And the thing is that when you have nice stuff, when you have brand name clothing, motorcycles, automobiles, whatever, if you show it off and you're unclassy about it, you bring the value down.
100%.
Because then you're just a douchebag in a Mercedes
Mm.
versus a gentleman in a Mercedes.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. If you're just name dropping and just talking about that from the get go, it's
Yeah.
so distasteful.
You know, I've heard that a lot about people, like people who have gone on dates with
Mhm.
doctors, that they are so like pompous about it. Like they just stick out their chest and they're like, well, since I'm a doctor, blah, 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 blah. And because I'm a doctor, blah, 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 blah.
But honey, I'd rather take a toilet cleaner than a fucking doctor at this point.
At that point, if they're going to be like that, if you're going to be so, like, if you're going to be such a fucking show off
Exactly.
about it, you can be proud and you can be absolutely confident because you should be when you've achieved so much. But there's a difference between being proud and being a fucking arrogant.
True, but you should also be careful saying that much like on a first date because it might, you know, the woman might be like, oh, okay, so I know what you're all about and might just want to be with you for your things.
Right,
for
right.
your money and stuff like that. So he should
That's
also
true.
be careful.
You should be very careful. What
with
about
what
if
he
I was a
says.
gold digger?
Exactly. Honey, women will jump on that fast.
That's true.
So it works both ways, honey.
Yeah. Okay, so going back to the story, don't date if you're actually married. If you're separated, if you're open, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
But this girl just sounds like an awful person, to be honest.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Our
Exactly.
first episode of 2026. I think we got
Yeah.
some good stories in there.
No, definitely.
I
and
think
we've
we
got
we
more
made
fun.
up for the month lost, right?
Yes, yeah, we did. But we are back and we are alive and kicking. Let's
Yes,
say.
ready to party, ready to grill.
Ready to grow, exactly. And as always, guys, if you have any submissions, please email us at thespillandgrill@gmail.com. It will be on the screen right now. As always, remember,
We are not specialists, doctors, therapists, psychotherapists. We're not dating coaches. We're not psychologists. We're not experts in any way. We are here to entertain you.
And I think we've done well at that.
yes, very well. Yeah, very
so
well.
I hope you've been entertained.
And take what we say with a pinch of salt. So, if you have been listening on Spotify, you've just been listening to The Spill and Grill. And if you are watching us here on YouTube, thank you for watching The Spill and Grill. I'm Tashinga.
And I'm Sarah.
Thank you guys. See you next week.
Bye.
Happy 2026.